Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 141. In this video, I will be explain exercise questions. So let us start. First, chapter practice question, MCQs. An electrochemical cell can behave like an electrolytic cell. Electrochemical cell can behave like an electrolytic cell when external cell potential greater than cell potential. Okay, so external voltage we have to apply. So whenever greater, so electrochemical cell behave electrolytic cell. Okay, so C option is correct. Then which metal can't replace hydrogen from hydrochloric acid? Which metal cannot replace H2 from hydrochloric acid? So from hydrochloric acid not replace copper because electrochemical series. Okay, so copper cannot place hydrogen from hydrochloric acid. Next, select the correct statement for. This is the molar conductivity. Okay, limiting molar conductivity minus capital A C half, section area, cross section area, and C concentration. So select the correct statement for. First is this equation is for a weak electrolyte. Second one, intercept is equal to molar conductivity. C slope is A. So D is value of the A depends on the charge of the cation and anion. Okay, so option number D is correct. Okay, value of the A depends on the charges of the cation and anion. Fifth number, while charging the lead storage battery, whenever we have to charge lead storage battery, so lead sulfate at anode is reduced to the lead, PbSO4 at anode is reduced to the Pb. NCERT textual question. Question number first. Arrange the following metals in the order in which they displace each other from the solution of their salt. Arrange the following metals in the order in which they displace each other from the solution of their salt. So aluminium, copper, iron, magnesium, and zinc. Okay, so according to a metal with a lower electrode potential would displace another with a higher potential value from a solution its salt. Okay, so the metal are arranged in the increasing order of their electrode potential. So desired order is magnesium, then aluminium, then zinc, iron, copper, Ag. So a metal with a lower electrode potential would displace another with a higher electrode potential from a solution of its salt. Okay, and the metals are arranged in the increasing order of their electrode potential. Okay. Question number second, given the standard electrode potential, here K plus to convert K, potential given minus 2.93 volt, silver electrode potential given 0.80 volt, mercury volt given 0.79 volt, and magnesium given 2.37 volt, and chromium potential given minus 0.74 volt. So arrange these metals in their increasing order of reducing power. So increasing order of the reducing power, so required order is potassium high because potassium value is minus 2.93. Okay, and here given increasing order of the reducing power, so negative value is the highest reducing power. So first Ag because positive, so less, then mercury highest increase, then chromium greater, then magnesium, and highest is increasing order of the reducing order power of the potassium is greater. Okay, so lower the electrode potential of a metal, so more easily is it oxidizing, so greater its oxidizing power. Okay, so metals are arranged in the decreasing of their electrode potentials. Okay. Then next question is, depict the galvanic cell in which the reaction zinc plus Ag plus convert into the zinc plus 2 and then Ag take place. So first the depict the galvanic cell, that is means we have to draw galvanic cell. So already we have to know galvanic cell is a electrochemical cell. So for electrochemical cell we have to draw two beakers, okay, and then two beakers attached by the salt bridge. In one beaker we have to take zinc sulfate solution and anode we take zinc electrode, okay. Then another beaker copper electrode we have to take as a cathode and then in copper sulfate solution, and both electrode connect by wires, okay, and then here ammeter also joined, clear. And then zinc electrode anode, zinc sulfate solution. So zinc sulfate in zinc plus ion, so zinc convert into the zinc plus 2 ion by loss of the 2 electron, and here copper plus 2 gaining of the 2 electron and convert into the copper. So first question is depict the galvanic cell. So we have to draw, okay, and salt bridge formed by the KCl, okay, and electrons leaving cell, here electron entering the cell, okay, and opposite way current flow, okay. So question number first, which of the electrode is negatively charged? So anode, okay. Since the reaction is zinc solid Ag plus convert into the zinc plus 2 and Ag, and it can be denoted zinc convert into the Zn plus 2 represent by single vertical line, and Ag plus convert into the Ag by single vertical line, and both electrode represent by two solid vertical lines, okay, because two vertical line represent salt bridge. So first is negatively charged electrode is the zinc electrode, okay, since it is the anode, and then it would act as the zinc 4 electrons lost by zinc atoms. Next, second one is the carriers of the current in the cell. Ions are the carriers of the current in the cell which migrate through the salt bridge, and while the cations zinc plus 2 ion and Ag plus ion move towards negatively charged zinc electrode, so their corresponding anions move towards positively charged silver electrode, that is means opposite ion going through the opposite way. Question number third, the reaction occurring at the two electrodes. So at zinc electrode anode, zinc convert into the zinc plus 2 by loss of the electron, and at silver electrode cathode, Ag plus by gaining of the electron and convert into the Ag solid. Next, question number 4. Calculate the standard cell potential of the galvanic cell in which the following reaction take place. 2 Cr solid plus 3D Ca2 Cd2 plus and convert into the Cr3 plus 3 Cd. This is the equation number first. So we have to find standard cell potential, that is means E naught cell. Then B, calculate the delta Gibbs energy reversible way, and third equilibrium constant, that is means K. So 3 value find for the first equation and second equation. So first equation we have to see 2 Cr plus 3 Cd2 plus convert into the 2 Cr3 plus 3 Cd. Okay, so Cr chromium convert into the chromium plus 3, that is the loss of the electron, and this reaction occur at anode, negative terminal. So chromium potential from table minus 0.74 volt, okay, and for cadmium minus 0.40 volt, okay, from table. So you learn cadmium potential value and chromium value, okay. So E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode, okay. So potential value put on cathode minus 0.40 volt minus, and then anode minus 0.74 volt, minus plus, and then plus minus minus, so plus 0.34 volt answer. This is the cell potential. Then Gibbs free energy, Gibbs reversible energy from electrode reaction from the given cell reaction. Chromium convert into the chromium plus 3 and cadmium plus 2 convert into the cadmium. So here you see 2 chromium convert into the 2 chromium plus 3. So 1 chromium lost 3 electron. So 2 chromium 6 electron, and cadmium similar 6 electron gain. So here n is equal to 6. So delta G is equal to n minus n F E naught cell. This is the formula I already explained in my last videos. Okay, so minus n number of the electron 6, F capital F Faraday constant 96,500, E naught cell already find plus 0.34 volt. Okay, so multiply, so value come minus 196860 joule mole inverse. Okay, and convert into the kilojoule, divide by 1000. Okay, so minus 196.86 kilojoule per mole. Then cell potential equilibrium constant K, delta G is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. Okay, and whenever log K out going to the left hand side, because we have to find K value, so formula is minus delta G upon 2.303 RT. So delta G value we have to find, but we have to write only in joule. Okay, joule value we have to put in the calculation. Then 2.303 R gas constant 8.314 and T temperature 298 Kelvin. Okay, and always you remember E naught values used are at 298 Kelvin. Okay, temperature 298 Kelvin. Clear? So calculate this value come. So you here directly write only for this value, otherwise because this value is log K value. Okay, but log K, because we have to find a K, so we have to take anti-log of this K value. Okay, so anti-log of this value come 3.172 into 10 to power 34. Okay, and here given in the question number 4 two reaction equation given, first and second. First I explained, second is your homework. Okay, so any have doubts, so please tell me. Only for see the check your answer. See, for the second equation, cell potential value, answer is 0.03 volt, and then delta G is equal to value minus 2.895 kilojoule per mole. But first you write, okay, yourself you do, and then after you check correct or not, and then K value. Anti-log it is not necessary, directly you write log K value. Okay, so your choice. Okay, and in board exams also given log and anti-log table. Okay, whenever this question come. Question number 5. Write the Nernst equation and calculate the EMF of the following cells at 298 Kelvin. Okay, Nernst equation, write the Nernst equation and calculate the EMF. So first is given magnesium convert into the magnesium plus 2 and copper plus 2 convert into the copper. Okay, and this is the concentration also given. So reaction, here you see magnesium convert into the magnesium plus 2. So anode, because anode oxidation. Okay, so magnesium convert into the magnesium plus 2 by loss of the here 2 plus, so 2 electron loss, and cathode copper plus 2 gaining 2 electron convert into the copper solid. So cell reaction is magnesium plus 2 copper plus 2, in product side magnesium plus 2 and then plus copper. Okay, here 2 electron loss and 2 electron gain, so N is equal to 2 value. And Nernst equation we have to put E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log. Okay, upper side we have to write anode condition, so magnesium plus 2 and divide copper plus 2. Okay, plus oxidation upon reduction way. So this is the Nernst equation for this equation. Okay, clear? So first we have to find E naught cell potential value. Okay, and E naught cell potential value we have to find cell potential at cathode and at anode. So E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode and minus E naught anode. So a cathode copper plus 2 convert into the copper and anode magnesium convert into the magnesium. So copper value standard potential value 0.34 volt and magnesium minus 2.37 volt. Values from the table you see, minus plus, so 2.71 volt. Number of the electron already given because loss of 2 only electron, and 2.303 R gas constant 8.314, T temperature 298 Kelvin, Faraday constant 96,500 Kelvin. Calculate only for this portion, so 0.059 watt. When the putting the value in the Nernst equation, so E naught cell is equal to E cell is equal to E naught cell value 2.71 volt. Okay, E naught cell value minus 0.059, this portion value 0.059, divide number of the electron 2 log reduction of the copper plus 2 value, already concentration given, reduction potential, reduction concentration copper plus 2 concentration given, this one, and then magnesium concentration given. So 2.71 divide, so 0.0295 log, and this value 10 volt, log 10 value 1. Okay, so 2.71 minus, okay, so 0.03, so is equal to 2.68 volt. Clear? Next, for the second equation, Fe plus 2, concentration given for Fe2 plus, H plus converted into the hydrogen gas, and 1 bar pressure given. So this is the standard electrode we have to use. So its potential only 0.0. At anode, Fe convert into the Fe2 plus by loss of the 2 electron. At cathode, H plus gaining of the 2 electron and convert into the H2. So final cell reaction, reactant side Fe plus 2H plus, and product side convert into the Fe2 plus and then H2 gas. Here 2 electron loss, so N is equal to 2. Then putting into the Nernst equation, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 upon number of the electron 2 log reduction side, sorry, oxidation, and then divide by reduction. So oxidation side Fe2 plus, okay, and then hydrogen, because we have to use reason because standard hydrogen is electrode, then divide H plus ion square. Okay, so calculation of the E cell, E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. So this is the cathode side standard hydrogen electrode, so 0, and anode side iron, so iron potential value 0.44, so plus 0.44 volt. Okay, Fe2 plus and H plus concentration both are given. Okay, so putting in Nernst equation, E naught cell 0.44 volt minus 0.059 upon 2, 0.0295 log Fe2 plus concentration given 0.001 multiply by 1 and then H plus square, 1 m mole concentration given H plus, so 1 square, so 0.001 divide 1, so value is 1000. So going to the upper side, so 10 to the power minus 3 volt. Then after 0.44 volt minus 0.0295 and log power 10 to the power minus 3, so 3 log 10, so log 10 value is 1, so and then minus 3, so multiply by the 0.0295 and minus plus, so 0.44 plus 0.0887 volt, so plus, so 0.53 volt. Then question number 3rd and then question number 4th, same as value concentration also given in the reaction equation. So first you write anode and cathode, okay, equation, because first anode oxidation equation and cathode reduction, then after you write cell reaction, then how many number of the electrons loss, then you write Nernst equation, put the value, okay, and upper side oxidation and then downside reduction, then calculation of the E naught cell, okay, so E naught cell and then E naught cell number of the electron and concentration, put the value of the in the E cell formula Nernst equation, okay, so calculate. Okay, so 3rd and 4th same as it, please do self. If any have problems, so please tell me by message. Question number 6. In the button cells widely used in watches and other devices, the following place. Button cells, that is means here nickel cadmium cell, okay, widely uses in watches. So zinc plus Ag2O H2O and convert into the zinc plus 2 Ag2OH minus. So gives energy and then its cell potential. Determine. First we write the cell equation, reaction in button cell already given in the question. Zinc plus Ag2O plus H2O convert into the Zn2 plus 2 Ag plus 2 OH minus. So first we have to find cell potential value. Okay, so zinc convert into the zinc plus 2. Okay, so here wrong given. Zinc convert into the zinc plus 2 and plus 2 electron. So by the loss of the 2 electron and its potential value given minus 0.76 volt, and Ag2O plus H2O and 2 electron gaining and convert into the 2 Ag plus 2 OH minus. Reaction generally this one, this C. Okay, same 2 Ag. Clear? So only for you write this one, this and anode and cathode. Clear? Zinc by the loss of the 2 electron and then cathode Ag2O gaining of the 2 electron and convert into the Ag. Okay, clear? So number of the electron 2. So cell potential easily we have to find E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Cathode value plus 0.34 volt. Okay, and then for zinc minus 0.76 volt. So minus plus, so 1.105 volt. Gives energy, formula is already you know, minus NF E naught cell, number of the electron 2, Faraday constant 96,500 and E naught cell value 1.105 volt. Okay, multiply this value come minus 213265 joule mole inverse. Okay, and then convert into the kilojoule, divide by 1000. So this value come. Then question number 7. Define conductivity and molar conductivity for the solution of an electrolyte and discuss their variation with concentration. So define conductivity and molar conductivity. This is a theoretical question. I already explained in my last videos. Okay, what is the difference between conductivity and molar conductivity. Okay, so please see that video. Next question number 8. The conductivity of the 0.20 molarity solution of KCl at 298 Kelvin is 0.0248 Siemens centimeter inverse. Calculate its molar conductivity. So formula of the molar conductivity, reverse V m is equal to 1000 into kappa divided by Cm. So given conductivity kappa, that is value kappa is given 0.0248 and then molarity Cm value concentration given 0.20 molarity and here capital M molarity, that is means mole per liter. Then reverse M molar conductivity formula 1000 into kappa conductivity value we have to put, then divide by Cm concentration. So 0.20 calculate. So this value come 124 Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. Question number 9. The resistance of a conductivity cell containing 0.01 m KCl solution at 298 Kelvin is 1500 ohm. And what is the cell constant if conductivity of 0.001 m KCl solution at 298 Kelvin is this one concentration 0.146 into 10 to the power minus 3 Siemens centimeter inverse. So cell constant, what is the cell constant? And cell constant formula is conductivity divided by conductance. Okay, and if conductance no given, so we have to write conductivity multiply resistance. So depend on the question. Okay, so conductivity given 0.146 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, resistance 1500 ohm. Okay, so multiply, so this value come 0.219 centimeter inverse. So this is the cell constant value. Clear? Okay, so you have no confused by the concentration. Clear? Because here given resistance of the conductivity cell containing this KCl solution at 298 Kelvin is 1500 ohm. Okay, what is the cell constant if conductivity given? Okay, this one. So conductivity multiplied by resistance, so cell constant value easily we have to found. Okay, got it? Question number 10. The conductivity of sodium chloride at 298 Kelvin has been determined at different concentration and results are given below. Concentration given this way 0.001, 0.010, this one, and then 10 to power square, 10 square into K. So this value is concentration. This is the concentration and this value is the K Siemens. So here K, that is means kappa that is means conductivity given. So concentration given and conductivity given. So calculate reverse M, that is means molar conductivity for all concentration and draw a plot between the molar conductivity and then concentration. So find the value of the limiting molar conductivity. So first we have to find molar conductivity. Okay, so molar conductivity we have to see, concentration we have to put this value. Okay, and then conductivity kappa value also given in the table, we already put. Okay, but given in meter. Okay, so concentration first we have to write and then conductivity we have to write, but this one given meter, but whenever molar conductivity we have to find, so we put the value conductivity in centimeter. So first this conductivity value convert into the centimeter, like meter 10 to power minus 2, so 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, so convert into the centimeter, so multiply by 100, so 10 to power minus 4. Okay, so same, and see concentration given, so your choice, root cm you take, otherwise not necessary. Okay, so this necessary, this is necessary and this is necessary. Then after molar conductivity formula is equal to 1000 into conductivity kappa divided by concentration. So conductivity 1.237 into 10 to power minus 4 divide cm concentration 0.001, that is means 10 to power minus 3. Okay, so we put the value and then calculate 123.7. See, then we have to find molar conductivity at the concentration 0.001. So here in the table different concentration, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 concentration total given, 5 conductivity given. So 5 concentration, and according to the conductivity we have to find one by one molar conductivity. Same formula apply. Molar conductivity is equal to 1000 into kappa is equal to concentration, molar concentration. So 0.001 concentration, molar conductivity come 123.7. Then concentration 0.010, so molar conductivity 118.5 come. Then 0.020 concentration, molar conductivity come 115.8. Then molar concentration 0.050, so molar conductivity 111.1. Then concentration 0.100, molar conductivity come 106.7. Okay, then question is calculate the molar conductivity for all concentration. So we have to find one by one for all concentration. Then second question given, draw a plot between the molar conductivity and the concentration. So first we have to draw this way graph, molar conductivity versus concentration. So here you see molar conductivity start, lowest value is the 106, so that is means we start plotting 105, and then concentration given 0.001. Okay, so here you see in x direction concentration, so 0.001, so 0 to start this one, and then 106 molar conductivity, so 105 to start, so 55 block we have to say 105, 110. Okay, so one by one we have to draw. Okay, so 0.001 value come 123, so here 122, 120, between 125 123. Okay, approximately. Okay, we have to dot. Then next concentration 0.010 and then value molar conductivity 118. So 0.008 something here, okay, 0.01, so here, and then we have to draw 118 approximate. Okay, so we have to see straight line come, okay, this type of the graph come. So here molar conductivity is the intercept of the graph on the molar conductivity axis. Okay, so answer is 126.7 Siemens centimeter square. Okay, here you see, whenever a straight line going to the back side, here we see, okay, so on the x y direction, this is the intercept, we see, so 126.7. so this is the molar conductivity, limiting molar conductivity as the intercept of the graph. Next question I will be explained in the next video. Thank you so much.